When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it.
You have reached the voicemail box.
To make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all they're going together is one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
You have reached. You have reached the voicemail box.
Garoppolo on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
You have reached the voicemail.
Out cheating.
Shy of the 40. 18 yards. First down, Niners. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Okay, shorty. Okay, shorty. You got the bitch, ain't you?
As they are now on the board here.
You have reached the voice.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route.
You have reached the voice.
Sit down on the sideline, you got a problem on your hands.
The defenders hate it there.
Who, yeah?
And it resulted in a touchdown. Now
You
he's
have
back
reached.
out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2.
You have reached
here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You have reached the voice.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain there of 21 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
That's your bot, man. You got that. Okay, shorty. I ain't not ready to lose to you while you high either. That's your bum ass up. Your bum ass boy.
Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks.
I'm ass, boy.
So a dangerous pass.
Answer the phone, baby, please.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And it's a big advantage of it went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
You some shit.
And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that goes a little bit longer. Gotta come
You
out
have
now
reached
and
the
put
voice.
together some nice plays.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
Oh, he dropped it.
And that's going to be incomplete.
You have reached
Too
the
tough to
voicemail.
hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to
You have
Jonathan
reached the
Coachman. He's in
voicemail box.
Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Flush to his right.
You have reached
Dummy.
the voicemail box of 443.
He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, 28 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive under.
Something like that.
And on the last go around, they really couldn't get
I'm just
anything.
nice.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Oh, that's pick. Give me that.
You have reached
For the 3rd time here this half.
Alright, give me that. Sure, I ain't really lie to you.
Picked off at the 35.
Yeah. Busting out.
They will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard
Alright, so what?
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks.
You
in this
have
front.
reached the voicemail.
Did you ready to cheat too?
First one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to
You have
forget
reached the
compartmentalize
voicemail box
whatever you
of
want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on
You have
1st
reached the
down.
voicemail box.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and they'll be inside the 25 now
You
at the
have reached
24.
No, yeah, I'm just nice.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs."
That ain't nothing new. I mean, that ain't nothing new.
Being physical.
They'll throw on 1st down.
Oh yeah, Dommy. Oh, try to leap. Try to jump.
Reached the
Brought down at about the 6-yard line.
For real.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and
You gonna be home?
a chance to really cap off
You gonna be home?
first
You
half
have
here
reached
as
the
they come up
voicemail.
on 1st and
Oh, alright, surely.
from the shotgun.
Touchdown.
Being chased out left.
Oh, the little boy.
It's a Seahawk
Ryan Joe straight over.
Russell Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Come here. Got you. Got you.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
You have reached the voice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You have reached
Trash,
the
boy.
voicemail box.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left.
Thought you threw Hail Mary.
Well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Oh, that's another pick. Give me that. Oh.
Pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Brad McDougal. That late in the
You
clock,
just throwing shit now.
You have reached the voicemail box.
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered
You have
offenses that
reached
you're
the voice.
facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And to the 42-yard line here and
You
brought
have
down
reached.
there.
Shut up.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's right.
Stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield.
Oh, you thought that enough?
Inches. Throwing is Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
You have reached the voice.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. And now he's
There we go.
gonna use his legs.
Let's go.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this
Minimum
is a
points.
43-yard attempt.
Easy.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it
Quit.
for this first half. So 2 quarters
Yeah.
down, 2 remaining.
Quit.
Charles and I return
Quit.
after the break. All right,
Pause the
Coach,
gun.
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second
Oh,
half
badass.
is underway.
Badass.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Badass.
You have reached the voice.
He's up across
Well.
the 25 and down at the 28
Wait, quit.
yard line.
You have reached the voicemail.
You know, for real. That makes sense. Nah, you go to exit. Go to yeah, play a friend, yo. You know my name, me cheat, nigga.
You have reached the voice.
Gotta keep looking for it. Do you see? That should have popped up.
You have reached the voicemail. You have reached the voice.
Who that, Drew?
You have reached the.
That's Drew. Send the invite.
You have reached the voice.
Dumbass. Yo, dumb as shit. Show
You
said
have
I ain't
reached
send
the
it.
voicemail.
No, you ain't send it, dummy.
You have reached the voicemail box of. You have reached the voice.
Well, I gotta send it. No bitch in the invite.
You have reached the voicemail.
Yo, y'all niggas retarded.
You have reached the voicemail.
Alright. But you can't find me.
You have reached the
I don't know, I
voicemail
just sent
box.
y'all the invite. Oh, fuck, the server's not real.
You have reached the voice. You have reached the voice. You have reached the.
Oh, alright. Here you go. Ready to bust my ass? You some shit. What is that? How many games you got? You bluffing. I got one girl, bro.
You have reached the voicemail.
Yeah. That's cool.
You have reached the voice. You have reached. You have reached the voice. You have reached the voice. You have reached the voice.
Alright, Joe.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium
You
in
have
Santa
reached the
Clara.
voice.
The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football
You have
as
reached
the
the voice.
49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Why you wearing white? Bitch, you home.
In the end zone. And he'll elect not to
You have
return
reached
this
You
one, so
loving
they'll
shit.
bring it out to the 25 on
You
the
fuck at home and you gonna wear white. You so smart.
You have reached the
Oh,
voicemail.
dumbass.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Bro, you home. You supposed to be fucking colored,
You
stupid.
have reached the voicemail box.
On first
Oh,
down,
dumbass bitch.
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there.
You have
Big
reached
loss
the
on
voice.
Quit it,
first play
nigga.
from scrimmage. It's
Not
second
quitting
down.
shit.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush,
I'm ready to fuck you up with the same thing. What you talking about this
I'm
play?
gonna use their aggressiveness
You have
against
reached
them as
the
this game
voicemail
goes
box
on.
of.
Made it with a screen soon.
To try again after the
I
sack.
just told you I was ready to do.
Garoppolo.
Yo,
Jadeveon
quit the
Clowney.
game. I'm not quitting. There you go.
You have reached.
Yo, you supposed to put on red, yo. You dumb. Stupid ass.
You have reached the voicemail box of.
Bro gonna put on white and he home. Fuck. Fuck is this? We dumb. You doing dumb shit.
You have reached the voicemail
Yo, set a
box.
boy there. You on what, yo? Nah, yo, you not on YouTube, yo. I ain't gonna do that to you. I ain't gonna do that to you though, now.
You have reached.
Yo, yo, send me the invite, yo. God. You didn't.
You have reached the voicemail box.
Re-punch you.
You have reached.
Oh my God, I'm gonna keep calling. You gonna answer the phone. You stupid.
You have reached the.
Whoa.
You have reached the voice.
To my broadcast.
You have reached the
Come on, yo, stop playing. Thank you. About time. Your ball head ass.
You have reached the voice.
Alright, yo.
You have reached.
That mean you happy. Do it matter?
You have reached.
You got nothing but white peoples. Why do it matter? Whole
You have
team white as
reached the
shit.
voicemail.
Whole team white as shit.
You have reached
Momo, answer the phone, please. Stop playing me down.
You have reached the voice.
Yo, funny as shit. Yo, shut, yo.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
What? 280. Right there. 36 power. Watch the ship.
Play action. It's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. On second and a couple. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Let's go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, 71 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Nobody cheat, yo. You just suck.
As they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Because you kidding. Tom, both you nice. Out of here, boy.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Ooh.
They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off.
You have reached the voicemail box of
37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the tip
Might throw a pick
altered
it
the
down.
ball flight, and it falls throws incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check, ready. Henry. Check. Watch 54. Good job right there. Hey, alert 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Mike, 49. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll
Ooh, trash, my nigga.
enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see
You have
interceptions
reached
like
the
that
point.
one right there.
You have reached the...
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Give me that.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Oh, stop, yo. Stop blessing me like that,
You
though.
have
Stop
reached the
sending him.
point.
Right at the midfield stripe.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a
You
first
have reached the voicemail.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third
Give me that.
down here.
Let's
Open
go.
man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time
You
to
have
go.
reached...
Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Procise. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
You have reached the voice...
On second Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Trash, boy. It's trash. You trash, you. Mm-hmm. I ain't cheat.
You have reached the voice.
Shut up. So crazy. Oh, funny as shit.
You were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. The hunt! 180! He's trying to win. He's trying to run. Check three, check three, check three. Hey, Ringo, 48. 27.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
20.
No return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Say what?
You have reached the voicemail box of
20.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10.
you have
Spitting
reached
it all
the
on
voice-
backwards.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Smoke the whole 20 away.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely
You
bit
have
off
reached the
a pretty
voicemail
decent
box
gain.
of
Yeah. Yeah.
you have
The
reached
last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson.
you have reached
This
the
one into the
voicemail
hands
box
of Metcalf.
3.
4 yards on the completion, and it
So
sets
what?
up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion.
I ain't say nothing.
Picked it
Are you
off
still
because they
smoking
gave
here?
up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense
Nah, yo, you
stayed
good,
great
yo.
communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Oh, wow, that's
and
cute.
passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You have reached the voicemail box
On
of
3rd down, it's Carson. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. This time Wilson will throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
You have reached the voicemail.
Now a fake on the
Right,
give
yeah.
as they try the run pass option. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Nothing, yo. God dang.
This one
I'm gonna keep asking.
It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
You have reached the voicemail box of
I missed a field goal, yo. No, I didn't.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Who you talking to? I sent you answers.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here are the Vikings now to start their next
Take you
drive.
some asses, yeah.
This is a unit that, to be
With
frank,
them is.
doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on the first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Check. Slam. You draw Corker. Back.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Undercrush. Watch out.
Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Cousins now from the 50. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Listen to me. Hey, Alpha. Mike 50. I got wide. Safe. No.
To throw, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is fielded. But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. Is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Bravo!
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Al Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
All day, dog.
3rd and long for Cousins. It's brought in by Jackson. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Jackson, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over
Let's go.
first and
Let's go.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up. Check 25, 25. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 382, hey, 50. First. X3, 218, chop it.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They got 48. Hey, we're good. Hey, wahoo.
To throw is Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Al Woods, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
A loss of 13 yards. It's second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. These two teams all tied after one. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Homer, 28 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over. Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
300. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Go, go.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cook running right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Going on the ground with Homer. Space to maneuver at the 40. And a cut to the sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Homer with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Vikings 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. And Smith. Mike 56.
Cousins to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check the backer. Check the backer. Through. Twist. He's coming. Hey, can't. He's coming. Double up.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike, 49. Here we go. Check 43. Check. Crunch. Line out.
Cousins on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Cook, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Bailey got the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Friday.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did. at halftime to get them so motivated?
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check, 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 check. Mine's 49. It's our field.
Gun.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Working out of the gun. Cousins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Carson. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
36 power.
55, Mike, 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
From the 24, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Spot that, spot that. Check 50, check 50. Right.
They'll run this with Homer. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check,
Check 55, Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
clear.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill. Alert three.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, no, easy.
Tight dog. Check 31.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard
Hey,
line.
Orbit.
49 the mic. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Echo.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
I smell fear in that.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Steps away to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the